What's up? My name is Christopher Jafta and you are watching Joburg Today. Boom.
I think it's going to change the face of transport in Johannesburg. The city a number of years ago had a real commitment to providing facilities that provided dignity to both passengers and drivers. There's a number of informal sort of bus ranks dotted around the city where there's no facilities whatsoever. I mean, it's dire circumstances. So there's a real commitment to provide a world-class transport facility. People say to me, "Oh, you're just doing another taxi rank." We're not doing another taxi rank. For us, it's in the same type of league of doing a new international airport. That's why it's been aptly named the Johannesburg International Transport Interchange. But the key is, how do you do that in a South African and in a Johannesburg context? You cannot just import international models and just plonk them down on the ground. So for us, I think a big differentiator, the thing that really kind of drove the design, is to look at the informality of the operations and bring that into the building. Very often people try to shunt away the informal trading, the guys pushing the trolleys. We said, how can we create a space that's going to make it easier for these guys to operate? You've got, even in terms of shop sizes, how do we enable economic progression? So you've got shop sizes that range in size from sort of 5 square meters right up to 800 square meters. So it enables a guy to start very small and work his way through the ladder. But also, recognizing that the informality is going to come, so design and accommodate it rather than trying to push it out. I think that's what made it uniquely sort of South African, or uniquely able to sit within the Johannesburg context. A key factor, I mean, being a transport project, it's driven by the mechanics of traffic flows. So the site itself was quite tricky in that it's actually in a bit of a valley. So it's surrounded, it's on both sides. You've got 2 raised bridges surrounded by a one-way traffic system. But when you design an interchange, it's all about the mechanics of traffic flow. So we spend a lot of time and energy mathematically modeling the flow of traffic into and out of the facility. Some of these operators are actually quite advanced. I mean, we speak a lot to the Zambian bus operators. They have online bookings. They've already got their timetables. So it's a question of how do you help them kind of increase their tech to a point where it does work. It is workable. It doesn't have to only be when the bus is full that leaves. So let's say we only have 20 bays, but if they turn around, it's a 24-hour facility. If you've got a bus leaving every 45 minutes, every hour, you can imagine it's going to help feed that supply, that demand. But it's about looking at how do you create a multimodal facility. That's what makes a transport hub successful, is multimodal integration. But during construction, we actually uncovered what we thought was a massive sewer pipe, but it turned out it's an old postal tunnel that runs under the belly of the city. That's a whole other project we're looking at, but we're looking at how do we connect that tunnel. That tunnel opens up in platform 13 at Park Station. How do we connect Park Station directly to our facility and increase that multimodal integration?